Hello, hi. My name is Nawar Kamal, and I am designer and founder of NK Jewellery, which is a Sudanese jewellery line based in Khartoum. I was asked by the Hub Sudan to create this video to have a little chat about my journey as a jewellery designer, how I started, and what's a typical day like for me, what inspires me, the challenges, and so on. So, first things first, I'm 27 years old. I was born in Khartoum. Moved to UAE as a kid with my family and then moved back to Khartoum when I was 12 years old, I think. قريت المدرسة في مساميرة Riyadh English School, which was the best experience ever because the people that I met, I just loved that place. I loved my school so much. And the people, the friends that I made in school are like family to me now. بعد ده قريت الجامعة في مام الحميدة تخصصت marketing, business marketing, also best people ever, and I graduated 2014. For some reason I was looking for jobs when I graduated, even though I've always known that I wanted to pursue jewellery design ever since I went to Ghana and I was introduced to the different beads and the culture of recycling glass and brass. I've always known that I wanted to pursue jewellery design. Like for some reason لما تخرجت I was looking for jobs and I worked as a supply chain coordinator for a big firm in Khartoum. That didn't go so well. I worked for 6 months and then I wasn't working for them anymore. I also did teaching, which is something that I've always been passionate about. I taught a playgroup class. Well, it was not teaching really, but supervising a playgroup class, which was amazing. I applied for that job because I wanted to tackle my insecurity of being surrounded by too many kids all at once in one space, and it turned out to be fantastic. I loved it so much. I also taught non-English speakers English, an adult class of I think 13 students, and I taught non-Arabic speakers Arabic as well for a short period. And then I quit all of that and I decided to pursue jewellery design full-time since 2016 up to this date. I opened my first shop in 2017 in Lizamin Hotel, Amarat, and I opened this studio in Khartoum too. Moved to this studio actually 6 months ago, and this is now where I fully function, and it's like a workshop slash studio. What's a typical day like for me? Realistically speaking, I wake up, I'm an early bird. I'm such a morning person. I love mornings, get most of my things done in the morning. بصحى من النوم, I pray, I have my tea, take a shower, get dressed, come to my studio for work. But realistically speaking, there's a lot of mornings where I wake up not in the mood to do anything. Sometimes, and as a creative, that's probably the biggest challenge that you face. And being a creative and also a business person, it's a struggle because you have to wake up every day to do what you do as a business person, to keep your business running, to meet your customer expectations, to work in order to make money because you have a staff waiting for their salaries at the end of the month. You have people that you have to talk to, things that you have to fix, meetings that you have to go into. But sometimes as a creative, you're just uninspired or you're not in the mood to do anything. So it could be very difficult and challenging and draining sometimes even. So yeah, after doing that during the day, I usually go out with friends, meet friends, have people over. I used to exercise a lot. Haven't been doing that lately, should probably get on that. And I also used to do some reading, but also haven't done that in a while. I used to be a horse rider for a long time, and I stopped maybe 7 years ago, something that I also would love to get back to. But I've been doing this thing lately where I don't really pressure myself too much into anything because I think I've been doing that for quite a long time. يعني في حياتي, pressuring myself to be a certain thing or meeting a certain standard. Some of the challenges that I face as a business person or a creative is what I just mentioned as being uninspired or unmotivated or having creative blocks. but also on a business aspect, in a business, from a business perspective, I mean. Um, it could be very difficult to keep your business up and running where there is a lot of restrictions in different ways. Not going to go too deep into that, لكن عموما يعني it's it's not the easiest thing to do business in Sudan, let's just put it that way. What inspires me, or who is my inspiration? No doubt it's my mother. She raised all four of us as a single mom after my dad passed away. And she's a lawyer. I love seeing how she pushes herself every day to make sure we're happy, to make sure we reached our goals, and I aspire to be like her. How did I overcome the phase of COVID business wise? It was definitely very, 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 very challenging, very difficult. Wasn't an easy period at all. I can say on a personal level, it was important for me. And في الأول في lockdown, I was going crazy. I was like, listen, I cannot do this. I need to meet people. I'm such a people's person. I love going out, hanging out, doing activities. ما بعرف أقعد في البيت. I don't even know how to eat at home. Well, didn't know how to. But it was good after or during the period of COVID. It was really good because I learned a lot about myself, and I learned that I can actually enjoy my own company and I can achieve on my own. I can just sit at home and have a good time, you know? It was good. But business-wise, overcoming COVID was probably by launching my NK Gold line, by collaborating with Maha Jaffer. She is amazing, extremely supportive, inspiring. She helped me on so many different levels to reach what I've reached. The collaboration that I did was on so many different levels, inspiring and full of strength and full of a lot of things. Oxda helped me a lot. Bianca Productions. In general, having the right people around me helps me and keeps me motivated, always keeps me going and working on new projects. What advice would I give to young girls or young people who want to start their own business? It would probably be to not push yourself too much. And there's a very fine line between not pushing yourself at all and pushing yourself too much. A year ago, I would have said, push and obviously dream big and push yourself to the limit. Lakin now I'm just more, about taking a step back, reviewing a lot of things in life, learning how to be a little bit more relaxed, but reaching your goals at the same time. And the second piece of advice, which I think is very important, is to keep things to yourself to some extent. I'm not saying be on the down low completely, because you always need people's advice around you and people's opinions, and that's something that I do and adopt in my business all the time. Lakin you need to learn how to be private to some extent. And also, don't surround yourself with negative people, please. Anybody who drains you down, who sucks your energy, get rid of them, especially when you're starting something new, because you don't need people telling you that you can't do what you want to do. Thank you to the Hub Sudan for providing your platform for Women's Day / Women's Month. It's been great, and I enjoyed all the stories from the inspiring ladies provided on the platform. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me and I'll answer on my NK Jewellery account. And thank you so much.